In the golden city of Fez, during the crumbling days of the Marinid dynasty, a young noble named Yahya ibn Abi Zakariya Yahya al-Wattasi stood in the long shadow of his powerful father. His family ruled not through royal blood, but through cunning, viziers who controlled sultans like puppets. But Yahya was no mere servant of tradition. He dreamed not of regency, but of kingship. When his father, the formidable Abu Zakariya Yahya, passed away in the year 1448, Yahya's older brother, Ali ibn Yusuf, took up the mantle of vizier. For 10 difficult years, Ali maintained the Wattassid grip on Morocco, balancing diplomacy and power behind the Marinid throne. But in 1458, disaster struck. The Marinid puppet king, Abd al-Haq II, turned on his masters, orchestrating the execution of Ali ibn Yusuf. It was a brutal betrayal, and it plunged the kingdom into chaos. A dynasty falls, and a family bleeds. The execution of Ali sent a shockwave through Wattassid ranks. In a matter of months, Abd al-Haq himself was overthrown and killed by furious tribal leaders and Wattassid loyalists. The once proud Marinid dynasty, which had ruled Morocco since the late 13th century, was now extinct, and into the power vacuum stepped Yahya ibn Abi Zakariya Yahya, a survivor, a strategist, and now the only hope for the Wattassid family. But Morocco was in pieces. The Portuguese were tightening their grip on the Atlantic coast. Rival warlords and tribal chieftains fought for territory. And most dangerous of all, the memory of the Marinids still lingered among traditionalists who opposed Wattassid rule. Yahya could not simply crown himself sultan, not yet. The years of the regency. Rule without a throne. From 1458 to 1478, Yahya ruled as a regent, a guardian of the realm, but not a king. He claimed to be preserving the state until conditions allowed for a stable monarchy. But in truth, he was building a new order, one stone at a time. Yahya restored order in Fez. He negotiated with powerful tribal factions, forming fragile alliances. He reached out to Sufi leaders and urban elites, trying to build legitimacy. He kept the illusion alive that a Marinid prince might still emerge, yet secretly he prepared for the rise of a new dynasty, his own. For 2 decades he governed without the title of sultan. No crown adorned his head, but he controlled the court, the army, and the land. Yet Yahya was a man trapped in a historical limbo. To the people, he was a protector. To his enemies, a usurper. And in the eyes of destiny, he was a bridge between the fall of an old world and the birth of a new one. Rising storms and foreign threats. But Yahya's years were not peaceful. Along the Atlantic, Portuguese crusaders captured city after city, Ceuta, Tangier, Asila, and others. These foreign invaders were not just after trade routes. They sought to Christianize the coast and eliminate Islamic rule. Inside the country, the Wattasids faced new rivals, Sharifian families from the south, who claimed descent from the Prophet Muhammad. These families would later form the Saadian dynasty, but even in Yahya's day, they were already gaining popularity, especially among those seeking spiritual leadership in a time of political decay. A legacy of preparation. By the late 1470s, Yahya's time was running out. He had not taken the title of sultan. He had not founded the dynasty his father dreamed of. But he had done something just as important. He laid the foundation. Around the year 1478, Yahya disappeared from the scene, either dying in office or quietly stepping down. He was followed by Muhammad al-Sheikh al-Wattasi, his relative, who finally declared himself sultan in 1472, officially establishing the Wattassid Sultanate. Yahya's reign was 20 years of tension, patience, and preparation. He ruled in the shadows of war, religious unrest, and foreign invasion, but his steady hand kept Morocco from collapsing entirely. He was not the founder of the dynasty. He was not the first to claim the crown. But without Yahya ibn Abi Zakariya Yahya, there may have never been a Wattassid sultan at all. The story of Yahya ibn Abi Zakariya. Yahya is one of quiet strength, political survival, and visionary restraint. He waited in silence, ruled in patience, and shaped the destiny of Morocco from behind the curtain. Love deep history, forgotten rulers, and stories the textbooks never tell? Then this is your home. Subscribe now to our channel and join us as we uncover the untold stories of North Africa and beyond. Like, share, and comment to keep history alive.